Hello learners, regarding alkynes, we have discussed preparation of alkynes. Now, in this part, we are going to start with the discussion of properties of alkynes. Like alkanes and alkenes, alkynes also show physical and chemical properties. Starting with the discussion of physical properties first. The first is the physical state and smell. Alkynes, they गिव गार्लिक लाइक स्मेल. जिस तरह लहसुन की स्मेल होती है, इस तरह की स्मेल एल्काइंस में ऑब्जर्व होती है. Regarding their existence, the first three members they exist in the gaseous state, next eight in the liquid state, and the higher ones in the solid state. Coming to the second physical property, that is melting and boiling point. Melting and boiling point of alkynes is slightly higher than that of alkenes. The reason being because of their linear structure. If we see the structure of simplest alkyne, that is ethyne, and simplest alkene, that is ethene. If we compare the structure of simplest alkene and alkyne, the structure of simplest alkene is more symmetrical, more linear as compared to alkenes as well as alkanes. जितना ज़्यादा स्ट्रक्चर लीनियर होगा उतनी ज़्यादा उसकी पैकेजिंग ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग होगी, ज़्यादा क्लोज होगी. जितनी पैकेजिंग क्लोज होगी उतनी स्ट्रांग होगी, उतना ही हमें टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा देना पड़ेगा उसकी स्टेट को चेंज करने के लिए, either to melt it or boil it. Hence, because of the linear structure and close packaging, the melting and boiling point is slightly higher than that of alkanes and alkenes. और जैसे जैसे नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स इंक्रीज होंगे, मॉलिक्यूलर मास इंक्रीज होगा, वैसे वैसे ही मेल्टिंग और बॉइलिंग पॉइंट भी इंक्रीज होंगे. Coming to the next physical property, that is solubility. Like alkenes, they are also weakly polar. Hence, they are immiscible with water because we know that like dissolves like. अब ये ज़्यादा polar नहीं होते, multiple bond की वजह से इसमें polarity वाला character होता है, but that is not that much enough that they make them polarized and they make them responsible to be soluble in water. उनकी वजह से वो water में soluble होने तक की polarity उनमें नहीं होती. Hence, they are soluble in organic solvents. And on comparing their density with water, they are lighter than water. Coming to the chemical properties of alkynes now. Now we know that like alkenes, alkynes are also unsaturated hydrocarbons. We know the term unsaturated indicates that it has the capacity to add something in it. अपने में कुछ add करने की capacity. इसमें से कुछ भी निकाले बिना, कुछ भी replace किए बिना हम इसमें कुछ add कर सकते हैं. Hence, alkynes show the property of addition. We can add hydrogen, halogen, halogen acid, water, hydrogen cyanide. So we can add any of this according to our requirement. The other chemical properties shown by alkynes are oxidation, polymerization, and acidity of alkynes. This acidity of alkynes is the property to show that alkynes, they are acidic in nature as compared to alkenes and alkanes. First, discussing these chemical properties one by one. Starting with the first chemical property, that is addition reaction. Now, being unsaturated, alkynes, they show addition reaction. The simplest alkyne is ethyne. If we add hydrogen in the presence of platinum, palladium or nickel, it will give rise to alkene. Further, more addition will also give rise to alkane. मतलब हम इसे alkane तक convert कर सकते हैं. Alkyne can be converted to alkene using platinum or palladium. Further, more addition, because still it is unsaturated, it can be converted to alkane too. In the same way, if we have propine, it will be converted to propene. Using nickel platinum. The special case is with butane. The two conditions they are there. If we use Lindlar's catalyst or if we use sodium in liquid ammonia, that is Birch reduction. In both the cases, the products, there is a difference in the geometry of the products. Like this will give rise to cis-2-butene and this will give rise to trans-2-butene, and it is also known as Birch reduction. So the difference here is using Lindlar's catalyst, that is palladium in barium sulfate poisoned in sulfur or quinoline, which is termed as Lindlar's catalyst. The product will be cis-2-butene, and if we use sodium in liquid ammonia, again we are doing reduction, but in this case the product will be trans-2-butene. Trans-butene will be the product. Now this was discussed in the preparation of alkenes too, जहाँ हमने alkene बनाना था. From alkyne there it was discussed that in case of symmetrical butyne non-terminal alkyne, if we use Lindlar's catalyst, the cis product will get formed, and in case of Birch reduction, trans product will get formed. Coming to the addition of halogen now. Like hydrogen, halogen can also be added to unsaturated hydrocarbon. Like H2, we can add Cl2 or Br2. Suppose if we add Cl2, the product will be 1,2-dichloroethene. Vicinal product will get formed. Similarly, if propyne will be there, addition of Br2 in the presence of CCl4, it will give rise to 1,2-dibromopropene. Now this again is also termed as bromine water test, which is used to test unsaturation. This is again the repetition. In alkynes too, we did the bromine water test. We added bromine and the color of the bromine water get discharged. The discharge of the color shows that the compound is unsaturated. इसका मतलब alkanes और alkene alkynes में saturated और unsaturated में differentiate करने के लिए हमने bromine water test किया था. In alkenes too, the bromine was added up. The color of the bromine water get discharged, showing the presence of unsaturation there. This reaction is not shown by alkanes. Hence, this bromine water test is helpful in detecting the unsaturation in the compound, that the compound can be alkene, it can be alkyne. Like the dihalogen derivative, it can further can be converted to tetrahalogen derivative too. अगर इसी में और ब्रोमीन डाल दिया जाए, in the presence of CCl4, it will get converted to 1,1,2,2 tetrabromopropane. Because after the addition of one molecule, still the compound is unsaturated, so still more bromine can be added to it and it can be converted to 1,1,2,2 tetrabromopropane. Like the addition of hydrogen and halogen, next is the addition of halogen acid, that is HCl or HBr. Addition of HCl or HBr to ethyne will take place according to Marconikov's rule. But here, in case of ethene, the Br can attach to one carbon and hydrogen to other carbon. Addition of HBr to ethene takes place respectively on each carbon atom. Hydrogen will go to one carbon atom and bromine will go to another carbon atom. But in case of propyne, addition of HBr will take place according to Marconikov's rule. We have done Marconikov's rule that the negative part of the attacking reagent will go to that carbon atom which is having lesser number of hydrogen atoms. Now here it will get converted to double bond. Negative part of the attacking reagent will go to that carbon which is having lesser number of hydrogen atoms. So it will give rise to 2-bromopropene. Negative part of the attacking reagent will go to that carbon atom which is having lesser number of hydrogen atoms according to Marconikov's rule. In the same way, addition of water, जैसे हमने HBr की addition की, इसी तरह addition of water. In water also there is H positive and OH negative. Again, in case of ethyne, OH will go to one carbon and H will go to other carbon. Similarly, in case of propyne, H positive and OH negative. Negative part of the attacking reagent will go to that carbon which is having lesser number of hydrogen atoms. Now here if we see, what is formed is prop 1 in 2-ol. Prop 1 in 2-ol is getting formed, means enol form get formed, and we know that this enol form get isomerized, which is known as tautomerism. This enol form will get isomerized to ketone form. This bond gets shifted here and H will get shifted over here, giving rise to ketone form, which was termed as ketoenol tautomerism. It is prop 1 in 2-ol. So prop 2 in 1-ol and acetone, that is propanone, they show isomerism, that is tautomerism, with respect to each other. In the same way here too, it will isomerize in a way to give rise to ethanol. So this special arrangement, that is tautomerism, takes place in this enolic form, giving rise to aldehyde, and here it gives rise to ketone, because this enol form get formed, here this enol form get formed, they undergo rearrangement which is termed as tautomerism, giving rise to aldehyde here and ketone here as a final product. Like the addition of water, coming to the addition of hydrogen cyanide, HCN. Addition of HCN to ethine give rise to nitrile. Again the addition occurs according to Marconikov's rule only. H to 1 and Cn will be added to the other carbon atom, which is known as vinyl cyanide. Vinyl, this is the vinyl group, CH2 double bond C, it is vinyl group. Vinyl cyanide vinyl cyanide get formed. By the addition of hydrogen cyanide to alkene, it gave rise to vinyl cyanide. And the common name given to it is acrylonitrile. Acrylonitrile. So in this way we have done the addition of hydrogen, halogen acid, water and HCN. Starting with the next chemical property, that is oxidation. Oxidation, as the name is indicating, is the addition of oxygen. Addition of oxygen to alkyne, and the first one is combustion, means we are providing oxygen in sufficient quantity. अगर हम complete combustion complete supply देते oxygen की sufficient quantity में, it will give rise to combustion of alkynes like alkanes and alkenes, giving rise to carbon dioxide and water. Combustion of alkynes is exothermic process, and the energy released is that much enough for the purpose of welding. Like ethine, it will undergo combustion, giving rise to carbon dioxide and water, and the reaction is exothermic, and the heat liberated is sufficient enough for the purpose of welding. That is why it is also used for the purposes of welding. Coming to the oxidation with alkaline KMnO4, which is also known as Bayer's reagent. Now here the condition is that when alkynes they undergo oxidation using alkaline KMnO4 at 298 Kelvin to 303 Kelvin, means temperature जब थोड़ा कम होगा तब ट्रिपल बॉन्ड वाला बॉन्ड completely break नहीं होगा. It will not undergo complete breakage. Non-terminal carbon will get converted to keto group and the terminal one will end up with carboxylic group. But if the temperature is high, ज़्यादा temperature देने पर ये bond completely break हो जाएगा and this non-terminal carbon will get converted to carboxylic acid and the terminal carbon will get converted to carbon dioxide. This is again the Bayer's reagent test is also used for the detection of unsaturation in a compound. किसी compound में अगर हमें unsaturation की detection करनी हो तो by using bromine water test or by using Bayer's reagent we can detect the presence of unsaturation in a compound. Coming to the next type of oxidation, that is ozonolysis. CH triple bond CH, it will undergo ozonolysis using ozone. Addition of ozone leads to the formation of ozonoid. The bond, two bonds will break. Two bonds will break from here. एक ये वाला bond, it will break from here and two carbon atoms they form the bond with one of the oxygen atoms. Then one bond will break from here and it will get attached with two oxygen atoms like this from this side. Then further on the addition of zinc and water, again this bond and this bond will break from here. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहां से फ्री हो गया, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहां से फ्री हो गया. What it will form? Double bond will get formed here क्योंकि एक बॉन्ड ऑलरेडी था. एक बॉन्ड इस इलेक्ट्रॉन और इस इलेक्ट्रॉन से यहां बन जाएगा. This bond will remain as it is. One of the electrons from here, one of the electrons from here, they will join here, giving rise to double bond OH. Means डाइअल विल गेट फॉर्म इन दिस केस. इस केस में यहां क्या बना? डाइअल, जिसे हम क्या कहते हैं? ग्लाइऑक्सल. कॉमनली इट इज नोन एज ग्लाइऑक्सल. इट इज इथेन 1,2-diol. बट इन द सेम वे if we have CH3 here, CH3 here, then it will give rise to dione. How is it? If we have but2ine, but2-ine. Ozonolysis of this but2-ine will give rise to CH3, CH3. Ozonoid will get formed first. Then in the presence of zinc and water, this bond will break like this, giving rise to CH3, C double bond O, C double bond O, CH3. Means butane 2,3 dione will get formed. So in this way the oxidation takes place. In case of complete supply of oxygen, it will undergo oxidation and the reaction is highly exothermic. With Bayer's reagent at low temperature, this carbon which is non-terminal, it will get converted to ketone group and the terminal will get converted to carboxylic group. और अगर हम टेम्परेचर ज्यादा दे दें तो नॉन टर्मिनल वन विल गेट कन्वर्टेड टू कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड and the terminal group which is attached to multiple bond will get converted to carbon dioxide. And in case of ozonolysis, it will give rise to diones in this case. And again, ozonolysis is responsible here, is helpful here to detect where the triple bond is available in the unsaturated compound. Starting with the next chemical property, that is polymerization. Polymerization, as we know, the name is indicating that formation of larger molecule which is known as polymer by the combination of large number of smaller units which are known as monomers. This polymerization can take place in two ways: linear polymerization and cyclic polymerization. In case of linear polymerization, the simplest monomeric unit is, suppose if we are taking ethyne. Ethyne के end molecules, they go on joining with each other. One ethyne molecule, then another ethyne molecule, then third ethyne molecule, then fourth ethyne molecule, and in this way large number of ethyne molecules, they will get combined up, giving rise to macromolecule which is known as polypropene. But if these molecules, they undergo cyclic polymerization using red hot tube, then one of the bond from each molecule will break. यहाँ से ये bond टूट गया, यहाँ से ये टूट गया, यहाँ से ये टूट गया. Now each carbon is having one electron with it. अब इसका एक इलेक्ट्रॉन और इसका एक इलेक्ट्रॉन, it will form single bond here. One electron from here, one of here, they will form single bond here. One of this and one of this will form single bond here. Means it will give rise to aromatic compound, that is benzene, when it undergoes cyclic polymerization. Now is the next chemical property, that is acidity of alkynes. This we have done in the preparation of alkynes, that this property is shown by alkynes only, that we can increase the carbon chain. हम alkyne की chain को increase कर सकते हैं using sodamide. In the preparation of alkynes, we did that from ethyne, from simplest alkyne, using soda amide, we introduced sodium here. Then by reacting with alkyl halide, the chain can be increased. It can be increased on one side, it can be increased on both the sides. अगर हम यहाँ दो मॉलिक्यूल सोडा अमाइड के डाल दें तो दोनों तरफ Na पॉजिटिव इंड्यूस हो जाएगा. Introduction of Na on both the sides will lead to the conversion of this, the elimination of NaBr from both the sides and the inclusion of alkyl groups on both the sides. Means the chain will get expanded. हम कार्बन चेन को इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, छोटे एल्काइन से बड़ा एल्काइन बना सकते हैं. This reaction is also shows the acidic character of alkynes. Why? Because what acids are the compounds which give rise to H positive ions in the solution. Now here the hydrogen is leaving as H positive और इसकी जगह कौन आ गया? Na as Na positive. Because hydrogen is left as H positive shows the acidic character of alkynes. यही चीज हमने एल्काइन की प्रिपरेशन में की थी कि हम छोटे एल्काइन से बड़ा एल्काइन बना सकते हैं, और यही चीज एल्काइन की केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी शो करती है. कौन सी? कि वो एसिडिक करेक्टर के होते हैं एज कंपेयर टू एल्कीन्स एंड एल्केन्स. इन ऑल वी हैव डिस्कस्ड एडिशन, oxidation, polymerization and acidity of alkynes in case of chemical properties of alkynes. Thank you.